with here tonight. I mean, his legs still have to be a little heavy from that last game.
Pass to Porzingis. It's hauled in by Bogut.
Well, they've only got a slight edge in rebounding when you look at the numbers, but it certainly feels a lot bigger than it is.
Yeah, the score has a lot to do with that. Their overall effort and execution has been elite.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Now the feed to Larkin. And he converts the layup.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Shorty. And a miss there on the triple.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, you may not be as lucky next time down if you're the defense. You cannot allow him to get those kinds of looks. I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Dishes it to Carroll. The shot by Butler, nobody around. Drains the three-pointer. Butler's got his first 3 points of the game.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
Here's Larkin. Carroll covering. Lopez a screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Mark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And how about how he capped that one out? Almost like the 1-2 punch. As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
New York calls timeout. Okay, fans, now coming out of the corner, your level Bulls. Make some noise and cheer them on.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Portis, he's checked in for Bogut. Robert Covington comes in for Brown. Reggie Bullock. And we've reached halftime in this one. Bulls out front. They're up by 9. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Kevin, we just witnessed what was an amazing offensive display from this guy in the first half. Where did that scoring explosion come from?
I don't really know. To be honest, I was just looking for a chance to get my shot off, and I just happened to find them over and over in that first half. So, I don't know. I'm sure they'll make some adjustments, but until then, I'm just going to keep attacking.
You simply can't get enough of you. Thanks for joining us. Kevin?
Thank you, Doris. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half. And now the third quarter about to get going. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
And in terms of points in that first half, you know, he's now at a point where we expect him to perform that way.
And, Greg, that tells you all you need to know about what a talent he is. I mean, I'll bet he adds a lot more to his totals after the break.
Shorty, he's in at point guard. Brown out there with Portis. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Bogut in at the center position. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. The 19-foot shot. The shot by Anthony, no good. Chicago leading by 9. Shoots it up. No good from Shorty.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
There's the pick. Newsom, he's covered by Brown. He got right to the cup using that screen. 7 points in the game.
Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break really gave him a second win.
Here's Shorty. He's got 39.
Sticking too much.
Knicks with the rebound. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Here's Larkin. Porzingis passes to Anthony. To the wing on the left. Pass to Porzingis. And there's another one for the Knicks. And Chicago shooting so well, the offensive execution has been brilliant. 66% from the field. And the pass to Short. A 3-ball. And again, Chicago, no good.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
Here's Larkin. And again, it's New York.
Their second half has started quite well. They've been good on 3 of their first 4 attempts.
Lets it go from the wing. Carmelo Anthony comes up with the rebound.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
And really something that the defense has to address.
Brown outside. Screen by Bogut. Pass to Shorter. Takes the 3. And that one's good. Shorty's got 42 in the game.
He's doing it all for them right now on the offensive side. No matter what the defense has done, they haven't been able to find an answer to stop him, and he's had an answer for every defense he's seen.
Find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Kurt Rambis had to say to the team. He told the team he wanted their offense to run through Carmelo Anthony. When Coach addressed the guys in the huddle, his message was clear. Quote, he's who we want getting the bulk of the touches. He is who we want making our decisions. Those are likely not the last adjustments they make today, guys. There's still time left in this one. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
The Knicks have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road. But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Screen by Bogut. Here's Shorty. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
Such a height mismatch out on the perimeter, and they give up the triple.
Here's Larkin. He has 6. Pass to Porzingis. He got right to the cup using that screen. Porzingis has got 4 points in the quarter.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
Here's Butler. It's Chicago with another bucket.
Don't take your eyes off of him because he can make plays from multiple spots on the floor. Put the isolated cam on.
It's Anthony with the drive. The shot is off. The Bulls leading by 6. Here's Shorty. He has 45 points. It's Brown on the wing. Here's Portis. And the rebound goes to Lopez. The Knicks have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Lopez, a screen on Brown. Anthony dishes to Lopez. Rebound Bogut. Bogut's got 4 rebounds in this game. Bulls moving the ball around. Here's Portis. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
Porzingis knocks it loose. Chicago's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Here's Butler, and he goes in for the jump.
And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish.
1:11 left in the third. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Newsom defended by Butler. Here's Larkin. No good from outside. And here are the Bulls now. They're on a 12-3 run. Shorty. And the Bulls another three.
They're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results right now.
You're right. 3 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Brown against Anthony. Here's Newsom. New York, no good that time either.
And I like the bold move of going right back at him to return the 3, but he just couldn't get it to go.
Outside Butler, pass to Shorty. Pulls up. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Shorty's got 50 points.
They just can't miss. Everything they put up, it seems, goes in.
You know, sometimes you're the bug, and sometimes you're the windshield. They are certainly the bugs tonight. Nothing going their way.
Chicago making some changes. Andrew Bogut, he's checked in for Portis. Butler comes in for Reggie Bullock. And it's Shorty in for Derrick Rose. On the court for the Knicks, Thomas Robinson is out there with Porzingis. Then it's Anthony. Then there's a Flalo.
And the big lead becomes bigger. They are playing with purpose here tonight, guys.
And they're doing it at both ends of the floor. I mean, that's what you like to see. They've been controlling the action from both ends of the court.
That's good from Shorty. New York's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7.
Oh, wow. Fantastic dunk, and he decided to hang around up there for a while, Kevin.
Well, maybe, he didn't want to land awkwardly. I don't know.
Yeah,
Oh, guys, come on. He's up there
move.
posing. He's posing for the photographers. That's all that's about.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw. Courtesy of Kia.
Just a great hustle play there. Energy and passion. This is what you play the game for.
There's the pick. The pass to Porzingis to the right side. Newsom defended by Butler. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
This is crazy. Every shot they're taking right now is finding the mark.
Literally every shot, partner. I mean, they just aren't missing.
In transition, here come the Bulls. The 3. The Knicks pull it in. They'll be playing host to Miami for their next game. They start a 3-game homestand with that game.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempts. Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
Three-pointer. No good from Shorty. For New York, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. The dish now to Lopez. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. That's on Andrew Bogut. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
And they've made the long range look like a layup at times in this one, guys.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Portis, he's checked in for Chicago. And a switcher also for New York. Shane Larkin's checked in for Aaron Aflalo. And it's good. 3 points on the board on the shot from Shorty. Shorty's got 60. For Chicago, they won their last contest that game against the Raptors. Passes it to Porzingis. Anthony against Brown. Jumper off the screen. Shot's good by Anthony. Anthony's got 22 points.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Move the ball.
Swiped it away. And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession. So both teams making some changes here. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. They won this game going away.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, much appreciated, and now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. It was lights out shooting at its best from him in this game. 60-plus points is rarefied territory that few players ever see in the NBA. But we saw it here tonight. Truly jaw-dropping.
How about the show Freak was putting on tonight? It was a freak show. That's one of the smartest basketball players I've ever seen. Being able to use either hand and being as skilled as he is poses so many problems out there. But as modest as he is, he's not going to gloat even though he's having a great performance. He's going to just go right back out there, get to work for the next game.
Just a sensational performance on a lot of levels, Ernie. Too many levels to talk about. Man, in some game, he's in the background. He doesn't get the chance to be the star of the show, but not tonight. He's the star tonight. Put him on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game. For Shaquille O'Neal,
Okay, everyone, we obviously need to be better in the open court with the ball. Let's set up in 63. Here we go. Get a good look. All right, fellas, competition time. Beat the pro. Let's go. Okay, that's it for now. Make sure we're iced up and rested. Go ahead and keep shooting if you want.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the Chicago Bulls against the Cleveland Cavaliers. And for Cleveland, this is a team they played pretty well against last season, going 3-1. They'll look to keep that edge tonight. And before we tip off, I just need to ask Shaq, when you think back to great teammates, what are the qualities that make a great teammate?
Well, you want to play with guys who care as much about the game as you do. A guy who puts the team first. A guy who gets you involved. A guy who has the same dreams and aspirations that you have about the game.
Well, that name sounds like Kobe Bryant to me that you were talking about. But I always look for guys who could push me. I mean, and I could push them at the same time, where we could work together. I mean, it's a family, the basketball team. You playing for 82 games. You need somebody that's going to be in your corner.
Wouldn't you like to push Kenny?
Push him out this set.
Yeah, that's what I was getting
As long
at.
as I could push you back.
You may not be able to. Kevin Harlan, take it away, kid.
We're broadcasting from Chicago as the Bulls get ready to take the hardwood here at the United Center. Looking at Chicago, they took the win in their last game against the New York Knicks, and they put it all together in that game. It added up to a phenomenal win.
How about the rhythm they got into? Offensively there. There's no doubt in my mind what the result was going to be once they started to play.
Really impressive, partner, because they simply put it on cruise control.
And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Carter Williams is out there with Smith. And it's Howard in at the 5 spot.
And those are the first points of the game.
Nice hoop to get the scoring started there.
LeBron kicks to Howard. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Love outside. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Cavaliers on D. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
And how about the game plan that was constructed for that one? I mean, it was apparent how powerless the D was to stop him.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I mean, they just didn't have an answer for anything they threw at him. Good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Carter Williams dishes to LeBron. And it's Love missing. Chicago has gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Here's Shorty. Carter Williams covering. Here's Shorty. Another 3 for Chicago.
What a performance, Kevin. It seems like every 3 he shoots is falling for him. He's in the zone.
It's a pick by Love. James outside. Back to Carter Williams. Just 5 on the clock. 18 feet out. That's good. The Bulls have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. Here's Shorty. Carter Williams covering. No good from Shorty. Cavaliers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And here is Carter Williams. Last game we saw him score 13. Jumps up. Oh! And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. No good from Short. The Cavaliers trail by 7. Smith with it. Butler covering. Here's Howard. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Here's Shorty. The good-looking shot from the wing. Shorty's got 13.
And I love the tenacity, guys. He simply can will his way into games at times and exert his presence.
Now here's Carter Williams. And a wide-open look for James. No good with the wing jumper.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
3 straight hoops in transition now. They'll want to end that trend in a hurry.
Yeah, no excuse for giving up the easy, fast break baskets like they have. They've got to do a better job of engaging there.
Okay, fans, now coming on the court are your level bulls. Make some noise and cheer them on. Go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Hi, Kevin. I was able to hear the advice Michael offensive plan and that it hinges on running through Shorty. Coach wants to get him involved early presence at that end of the floor and provide them with a well-balanced offensive attack. It's still very early in this game, so there's plenty of time for those changes to take effect, Kevin.
And thanks for that story, Doris. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Rose. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Rose has got his first bucket in this one. The Cavaliers trail by 13. Smith outside. There's a screen. LeBron passes to Mahimi. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Here's Shorty, and he just worked New York in that last game.
Already seizing control of this game.
Totally in control, Greg, and as well as they're playing at both ends.
The shot's good from Smith.
And how about that for a response?
Well, it sounded as though, or at least it looked as though it sounded like, we'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back.
So it's Chicago now. 11-point game. Embiid battles through traffic and lays it in.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
And so it's Cleveland with it after the made shot from Joel Embiid. Jimmy Butler with the rebound.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
The feed to Rose. Embiid, the pass to Shorty. And the Bulls, another 3.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
And so here's Cleveland. They trail by 16. It's a pick by Love. 4 on the clock. Nato. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Chicago making some changes. Bogut comes in for Embiid, and Robert Covington subbed in for Butler. Covington in the corner. To the left side wing. Here's Shorty. Puts the fadeaway right on the money. Shorty's got 23 points.
He is just tearing it up this quarter. That lead's not going anywhere while he's this hot.
Here's James. There's a good screen. Will it go? Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater. And, of course, as we've always said with LeBron James, it's not just about the numbers, but his tremendous, tremendous leadership. Well, that there is straight talk from a man who does not pretend. LeBron James with a textbook example of how to take responsibility and lead.
And, Kevin, that's why he is the king. He doesn't say, hey, I'm just one of the 5 guys. No, he knows who he is and what he has to do. Bottom line, he's the man. Climb on my shoulders, and I'm going to take you to the promised land.
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Bulls.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
And the other thing, though, is their execution in terms of their ball movement has been flawless. Sets up a lot of easy scoring opportunities.
Shorty, he's in at shooting guard. Bogut out there with Portis. Then it's Robert Covington, and it's Rose in at the 1 spot. That's the Bulls 5 as we get into the second quarter. Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for Chicago.
And that's some inspiration. Steals, blocks, and a big dunk. Those are ways that you can really change the momentum in a game.
Well, they got to chip away, Clark, at that deficit, and no doubt that'll help.
And that's what he's out there for, guys. I mean, he is an electrifying player, no doubt.
Shorty, the pass to Bogut, kicks to Covington, lets it go with a 3. Dwight Howard grabs the board. The Cavaliers trail by 15. Dishes to Carter Williams, and it's blocked, and they get it back. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. That doesn't go either for Carter Williams. Chicago's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. And a chance here to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Knicks was just a man on a mission. He finished with 60 points and was just on point from deep, sinking what seemed to be an endless stream of threes. Numbers like that are rare to see by anyone in a game he'll always remember.
Appreciate it, Doris. Thanks. Well, we've seen a lot of great players have a lot of great games, but that was something special.
And I love that no matter what approach they tried against him, nothing worked. I mean, he was ready for everything.
It makes you wonder what kind of defense they'll throw at him tonight. I mean, however they choose to play him, it's still going to take a special effort to keep him under control.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
That's good. Here's Shorty. 28 points for him. And he makes good on the layup. Shorty's got 30 points.
I love the killer instinct he shows right there, exploding to the rim to add to the lead.
Right wing, all alone. No good. That's miss number 2. He's 1 for 3. The Bulls leading by 19. Releases. That's short off the rim.
Yeah, great look, but disappointing with a miss.
Boy, what happened on that one, Greg? I mean, that's almost an automatic shot for him.
Now, here is Smith. He had 16 points in the win against Orlando. Over to the left wing. Here's Love. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
This is his first free throw of the game. Brown, he's checked in for Reggie Bullock. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Both free throws good from Kevin Love. Chicago's gone 6 of 10 from three-point range, up over 50% for the ball game. Embiid the screen. Pass to Butler for the 3, and it's good. Butler's got 5.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
The Cavaliers trail by 20. Got a piece of it. In transition, here come the Bulls. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Now that is rocking the rim. Give him the 2 points and tack on some style points too, Kevin.
Clark, he deserves them. No simple finish there with the high-altitude windmill slam.
That, to me, is a statement.
Here's James after the Bulls pick up 2. And good on the basket. Book it.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Here's Shorty. He's got 32. Another 3 for Chicago.
Once again, the defense letting him get open at the three-point line. That's a major mental mistake there. You've got to get to the shooter.
There's a minute 40 left here in the second. LeBron outside. Nato. And that one goes long. And the Bulls with possession. They're on a 14-6 run. Pass to Portis. Wants to get it to Butler and does. That's good. Butler's got 7.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
Okay, fans, now coming on the court are your Rebel Bulls. Make some noise and cheer them on. Chicago making some changes. Damari Carroll's checked in for Portis, and it's Road. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Bulls out front. They finish off the second quarter with a massive 16-6 run. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Certainly good numbers from you shooting the ball in the first half. What has been your approach on offense?
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
And his play in that first half, how about the discipline to go along with the efficiency, guys? His shot selection was just perfect.
I agree. I mean, whether it's been from mid-range or in tight, he is taking only what the defense is giving him and not trying to do too much. Very much playing within himself.
And so in the game for the Cavaliers, J.R. Smith and LeBron at the 2 and 3. Kevin Love out there with Howard, and it's Carter Williams in at the point. Cavaliers shooting for the game at 42%. Screen by Smith. Here's the screen. Carter Williams kicks to LeBron, to the paint. That's good from Howard on the assist by James.
Great way to start the half. Easy layup against some soft D.
Here's Shorty. Carter Williams covering. There's the 3. Another triple from Shorty. Shorty's got 41.
The D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been of the three-point variety.
And you need the defense to stop the bleeding.
Now here's James. He's got 7. 6 on the shot clock. He kicks it to Howard. And Embiid with the block.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the boards.
You know what? No rebounds, no rings, and they've controlled the boards, and that's what's given them control of this game. All the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
The Cavaliers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Andrew Bogut, he's checked in for the Bulls. Robert Covington comes in for Brown. And a switch here also for Cleveland. Mahimi's checked in. He's off on the second. Bulls have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. That shot's good from Shorty.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
In the corner, it's James. Poked loose. Fast break. Here we go. Here's Shorty. And the Bulls, another 3.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
Smith's shot is good.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot the D can afford to give it.
Here's Shorty. Non-stop scoring machine here. Takes the 3. And that's collected by Love. Love's got his 3rd rebound on the night. From outside the arc. Kept alive. Chicago has gotten 12 of their points from long range in the third quarter, going 4 of 5 shooting. Here's Shorty. Carter Williams covering. 5 on the clock. Shorty. Nice jump shot from the top of the key. Shorty's got 49 points in the game.
Boy, I tell you what, he's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
Carter Williams kicks to James. Fades. Rebound by the Bulls.
You know what? Just a little fancy on that possession there. Just go up in rhythm.
The shot's good from Shorty.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
James with it. He's got 7. Love dishes to Mahimi. Sweet move. That's in there. Love with the assist. Mahimi's got his 2nd basket of the game.
Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
Carter Williams kicks to Smith. They set the screen. Now here's Carter Williams. Defense is right there. Pulls up on the wing. Shot is off.
Just a really solid display there of rebounding. They've done it really all game.
Dominating on the glass, Greg. I mean, a huge advantage for them in that particular category. Looked like he was channeling Bob Cousy right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble like that?
Pass to Mahimi. He's looking for James and finds him. That's good. LeBron's got 9.
They're not as aggressive from the outside here, but maybe they should think about stretching the defense a little bit, like they did in the first half. I mean, stretching the defense makes it easier to score inside, too.
Here's Shorty. Butler on the wing. The pass to Shorty. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Lets the 3 fly. Rebound by Mahimi.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, it seemed like he had great rhythm on that. You can see the disappointment in his face.
And here are the Bulls now, following the miss by J.R. Smith.
And they clearly are just destroying this group right now from the three-point line.
Yeah, and the defense knows it. I mean, they are fully stretched out trying to stop the three-point shot and still haven't been able to do it.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Carter Williams. A picture-perfect screenplay, and the jumper's good.
That was an outstanding pick that gave him the room to bury the jump shot. Underrated, but not undervalued.
Here's Shorty. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
He is on fire from beyond the arc.
Yeah, it seems like all of his points are coming from deep, Greg.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. It's the Bulls just dominating this one. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup. Both teams making some changes here. Here's Shorty. Shorty, he's in at the point. Robert Covington out there with Damari Carroll. Then there's Reggie Bullock, and it's Bogut in at the center position. James outside. Love kicks to Carter Williams. Screen by Howard. To the middle. It's stolen by Carroll. 1:35 left to play here in the fourth. Here's Shorty. And again, Chicago. No good.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Bulls.
And they could do no wrong today, Steve. That's right. This was a team performing to its Clark fullest capability.
Yeah, and a very satisfying win for them, too. A game to remember, and on the other side, definitely one you want to forget as soon as possible.
And now, for the year, this is going to take them to 7 wins.
And asserting themselves right from the start, guys. They'll be taking the front end of a 4-game season series between these two clubs. They've got to feel good getting the upper hand tonight against the Cavs.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Shorty. Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
There's 47 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Bogut kicks to Bullock. Here's Shorty. The shot no good. And Cleveland the other way now. Pass to Wise. Out left to the wing. It's a pick by Love. Carter Williams, the pass to Love. The basket good off the assist from Carter Williams.
And they're on the kind of run that could have made a difference had it just started a little earlier.
Yeah, but I think the only reason they're on this run is because the defense has relaxed a little bit, knowing the game is basically in the bag.
The fadeaway. No good from Shorty. Feeds it to Carter Williams. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
Yeah, they were clicking in every way. I mean, all cylinders go. No question about that. And once they pulled away, they didn't let up.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's quickly move forward now to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. It was nothing short of a professional offensive clinic he put on today. He hit shots from every place he took them, and he took a lot of them to score more than 50 points. How'd you feel about his performance, Kenny?
Just an unreal performance for him in so many ways. That was a player at the absolute top of his game. It's hard to imagine someone being any more dominant than he was tonight.
When Freak puts it all together, it's no contest to who the best player on the court is. He was outstanding tonight. His feel and understanding of the game were on display.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. For me and Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.
Guys, huddle up. We're going to run 35 for a while. Let's go. All right, fellas, competition time. Beat the pro. Let's go. Okay, we're good on the drills for now. Let's make sure we're getting better every day.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey there, and thank you for joining us on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. This NBA season didn't take long to get interesting, but these two gentlemen have always captured our interest. Say hello to Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Hello, Kenny.
Hey, how are you?
Hello, Shaq. Moments away, it'll be the Chicago Bulls going up against the Utah Jazz. And for Utah, this is the first time facing off this season. Last year, they split the season series. To expect him to return to his former level, his MVP level?
Well, maybe not the MVP level, but he still can be a serviceable all-star, meaning he might not be able to dominate.
At the smoke.
We have an interconference affair lined up for you today as the Utah Jazz come in for this one. Thanks for joining us, everyone. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. It's on the road tomorrow as the Bulls wrap up this home stretch. They've been picking up some steam, and if they can play this well all season, they'll be in excellent shape.
And for Chicago, they had plenty of doubters before the season started, but I can't imagine there's anybody out there that's taking them lightly anymore.
There better not be. I mean, if anybody still is doing that, they haven't been watching this group play. I mean, this is a dangerous team.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. And so in the game for the Jazz, Exum and Hood are the young guard tandem. The forwards are Hayward and Favors, and it's Childress in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And taking a look back at his performance at the line a year ago, a rock-solid 79%.
For the Utah Jazz, they won their last contest, that game against the San Antonio Spurs.
And we've talked about how in the NBA you've got to earn your points the hard way. And that really wasn't the case in that game for them.
No, there was no hard way about it. I mean, they got their points easily on dunks and layups against the defense that really didn't offer much of a fight.
Here's Exum following the basket by Freak. Favors with the screen. Exum with it. Favors sets the pick for Exum. To the inside. Here's Childress, and the rejection by Embiid. Here's Butler. Flushes it down to finish the break.
That's a terrific sequence at both ends of the floor. They block the shot and recover it for the fast break finish.
Here's Hood, defended by Butler. Down low, Favors, and he dunks it down.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Well, the head coach for the Jazz gave me a few moments to catch up with him. This is their first matchup of the season against this squad, and he knows the shot blocking in the middle will certainly be an obstacle. But he said, quote, "We've got to remain aggressive and continue to attack." Guys, he said that putting their bigs in high pick and rolls and shooting the open jumper with confidence will be key. We'll see how they do.
All right, Doris, thank you. Taking on a defense like the one they're facing today has certainly got their attention.
You know, you have to watch film on them for a few minutes to see how sturdy they are defensively.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, no surprise they spent the bulk of their preparations getting their offensive game plan in place and ready to roll.
Hood gets the bucket.
Assist goes to
Here's Shorty. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. That's his fourth basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
Great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game.
Certainly looks that way to me, partner. I mean, his energy level is ramped up. I think he's been terrific right from the opening tip.
Here's Hood. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against San Antonio. Here's Favors. Drops in the layup for 2. Favors got his second basket. The Bulls leading by 5. Bulls moving the ball around. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. From deep. Can't get it to go. And it's Utah the other way. This is their first chance to take a look at the Bulls this season.
And this was as even a matchup as you'll find in the NBA. Split the season series down the middle, 1 apiece.
Yeah, this is really tight. I mean, it's splitting hairs when you talk about these teams. You get the feeling if they played 10 games, each side would win 5.
Here's Shorty after Dante Exum's bucket. That is good. That's 12 points for Freak.
Now, this shot is really a difficult shot to make. Right out of the spin to get your balance and knock down the jumper. That's strong.
Favors with the screen. Down low. Got a piece of it. Embiid with the steal. Tipped away. And here's the fast break. Hood gets the bucket.
Great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and trigger the fast break.
And now just a one-possession game thanks to that quick hitter. Outstanding play in the open court.
Well, we've got a moment to look back at last year's Bulls. 30-point field goal percentage. 5th in steals. And also, they were in the top 10 when it came to fast break points. I mean, they weren't afraid to play the game at a fast pace and run a little bit.
And talking about their three-point percentage, really a hallmark, I think, of successful offenses in today's NBA. And they use that shot to a devastating effect all season long.
Here's Shorty. Drills the three-pointer. Shorty's got 15.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Here's the screen. Now here's Burke. He's covered by Rose. A second chance effort, and that's collected by Bogut.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close. Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see them operating a lot of their offense from the interior today.
A three ball, and again the triple from Shorty. 18 points for him.
That's far too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
3 of their last 5 makes come from beyond the arc. The defense has to react quicker.
Now here's Burke. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Clock at 6. Three-pointer. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Coming into this, having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
Nearly flawless offensively from start to finish there, and really just an impressive win.
Yeah, really balanced team. We saw a little bit of everything from them, and just about all of that everything we saw worked.
Now Burks. He had 10 points in the win against San Antonio. And there's Burks. That's good on the assist by Burks.
And they're just raining threes on both ends.
Boy, I love the answer. You come at me with the 3, I'm coming right back with my own triple.
And Derek Favors known for his work ethic, and he talked about his focus on developing his skills. Well, the desire is there, and sounds like the commitment that he's showing is to how far, Greg, you think he can go?
Well, you talk about desire and commitment, and then you throw in the fact that he has the talent that can be built upon and improved. One big factor will be injuries. That's the big X factor that determines so many more careers than desire. Talent and commitment, you need to stay on the court.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Bulls?
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic.
Here's Exum. And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Cavaliers had a huge game. He ended up with 59 points, and the basket must have looked like an ocean to him as he nailed 3 after 3. Numbers like that make you anxious to see what he can do next time out.
Thanks, Doris, for revisiting what was an astounding performance.
Yeah, that's certainly one that we'll be talking about here for a long time.
I say it would make it to his greatest hit spot. No doubt about it.
They set the pick. Now, here's Decker. Carroll covering. Now, here's Burks. Shot clock at 5. Feeds to Decker. And it's off from three-point range. For Chicago, they've gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. 1:27 left to play in the first half. Here's Shorty. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. Utah leading. And here's Exum. Dishes it to Burks. Misses the three. Chicago's gotten 2/3 of their three-pointers to fall tonight. They're 6 of 9 overall. Bullock passes to Bogut. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Passes it to Shorty. There's the three. And the Bulls, another three.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
There's 39 seconds left in the first half. A nice shot by Exum.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
We've got 22 seconds left in the first half. And the wide open shot from Decker. The three-pointer off the mark. Now Chicago's gone 7 of 11 from deep tonight, using the three-pointer to their advantage. And the shot's good from Shorty. 11 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Exum with it. Here's Shorty. And the Bulls, another three.
Dropping bombs. How many more threes are we going to see from him tonight?
Well, we've already seen plenty. I mean, he's got more points from outside the arc than inside of it so far.
And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. It's Chicago. They're up by 5. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, with Derrick Rose. Derrick, how does it feel to get back out?
It's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now.
What a stellar outing in this one for Shorty. He's got 33 points, and he's unleashed a barrage of three-pointers on them.
And Clark, you can tell they're good right now when the ball leaves his hand. He has racked up a ton of points.
So on the floor for Utah, the forwards are Hayward and Favors. Exum and Hood are the young guard tandem, and it's Childress in at the 5. Shot clock at 3, and the jam by Hayward.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that.
And the replay, of course, presented by Kia. What a play. Unhindered, going all the way.
Well, now run following the steal.
They better not. I mean, they've got to pad their lead anytime an opportunity presents itself, and that was a golden.
Jazz trail by 7. Exum kicks to Favors. Pass to Exum. Favors sets the pick for Exum. Now the pass to Hood. All sorts of time, and that comes off the assist by Exum. Exum's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And for the Bulls, they're shooting impressively throughout at 62%. From past the arc, it falls. And 3 more from Shorty. Shorty's got 40 points. Jazz shooting about 59% from the floor offensively. They've been running without a hitch. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter.
Now, nice work there to contest the finish inside.
You know, they got the shot they wanted, but his defense, deterred them from those plans.
Here's Hood. He's got 8. Favors sets the pick for Exum. To the inside, and stolen by Butler. They push it up 4 on 3. The outside leaner, and there's the bucket from Shorty. And it's a 10-point Bulls lead.
Agility leads to thievery there as he got his hand in there to get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
And Clark, that's been the story of this game so far. I mean, they cannot hand over any more easy points.
For Chicago, they've gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Rose passes to Shorty. Cranes the three-pointer. Shorty's got 45 points.
Great outside shooting fueling this run.
Then the D is getting bombarded. They haven't been able to slow them down the least bit.
Now Burke. He has 5. The shot by Chandler wide open. Another miss by Utah. Moment here now for an injury report.
Not what we wanted to hear, guys. It sounds like it's a very serious injury. The season is young, but that is tough news to get at any point in the year. We'll see how well the team comes together in his absence. Kevin?
All right, Doris. Really appreciate you finding out how he's doing.
And, you know, I know everyone is rooting for him to make a quick and full recovery.
Absolutely. I mean, his teammates want him back out there as much as he wants to be back out there.
Decker with a screen for Burke. .109 left in the third. Decker with a screen for Burks. That one's off. Still out of sync. The Bulls leading by 5. Here's Shorty. He has 45 points.
Move the ball. It's sticking too much.
Shoots it. No luck. And Utah the other way now.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Here's Burke. He dishes it to Burks. And Favors kicks to Chandler. They set the pick. Stolen by Rose. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Covington with the bucket. Covington's got his first points of the night.
A splendid pass that time by Rose.
Jazz trail by 7. Burke dishes to Decker. He feeds it to Burks. 11 seconds left here in the third quarter. Another miss by Utah.
Yeah, the offense seems completely in disarray.
Exactly. But at the other end, it's one bucket after the other. This run is getting out of hand right now.
And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we hit. Well, welcome back as we get set to start the fourth. The Bulls leading by 7. Shorty, he's in a point guard. Brown out there with Damari Carroll. Then there's Jimmy Butler. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls.
Add another triple to their second half total.
They came out of the break just dropping bombs and just are not letting up at all.
Hood. And it's off the back rim. No good.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
And out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Jazz trail by 10. Favors with the screen. For the 3, Chandler. Chicago grabs the miss. Here's Shorty. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Shorty's got 51.
This guy's putting on a clinic out there. Everything is sound and sharp and crisp. He's really the centerpiece of their offense.
Kicks it to Hood. Favors with the screen. For the 3, Chandler. Good.
Back at you. I mean, they immediately get those 3 points back.
Trading spray guns from long range. Trading blows from behind the arc.
The shot's good from Shorty.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Yeah, during that break, the head coach of the Jazz had some words for his team. He was emphatic. We're not getting it done, fellas. We've simply got to step up, get engaged, and try to battle back. Guys, we'll see if the pep talk gets them going.
Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Trips down the breakaway slam.
Pretty devastating, actually, to turn the ball over like that and surrender 2 more points.
Yeah, you can ill afford to make mistakes at this juncture. It might not be impossible to come back, but it just got all the more harder.
Goes up, and that one is hammered home.
And it's all one-way traffic tonight, boy. They have been lights out offensively.
And there's no telling how big that lead's going to get. But, again, it's just one game, but nonetheless a very impressive one, the way they've handled their business here.
Favors passes to Chandler. Here's Exum. The feed to Favors. Ball's knocked loose. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
I love how he establishes his post position inside before he converts.
Another 3 for Chicago.
What a great play. Totally schooled the defender on that one.
Jazz trail by 17. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th quarter. Hood gets the bucket.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would have the lead.
Goes up from the top of the key. And again, another basket there from Shorty. And the Bulls lead by 17. Utah has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. And the foul called on Freak. That is his first foul of the game. Embiid, he's checked in for Damari Carroll. And a switcher also for Utah. Alec Burks checked in for Wilson Chandler. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. Exum kicks to Favors. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
What a night so far for Favors. He has 12 points and also an assist.
And look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Chicago.
Well, it's been an outstanding game for them in the open court. Their fast break points really stand out.
Yeah, and also the way they've been able to generate points off of the turnovers that they forced tonight has also helped.
No good from Shorty.
And sometimes we all just want to show people that we have the range.
Yeah, you speaking from experience? We already know how good his range is. He shouldn't be firing from that deep, though.
They set the screen. The Jazz again can't hit it. The Bulls leading by 16. Fires the 3. The shot's good. Brown making the play. 65 points for Freak.
Wow. What can you say?
Now here's Exum. Plays it up and banks it in.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
Here's Shorty. And a miss there on the triple. Jazz trail by 17. Exum with it. Now defended by Shorty. The dish to Childress. And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant 1 there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on it.
Greg, I agree. He better be on his best behavior from now on. 1 more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here.
The story in the first half was their low free throw percentage. They've corrected that here in the second half, and hopefully they can build on it as this game continues to progress.
The Jazz making a switch here. Deckers check.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Let's spread the floor and top. Spacing. Spacing.
Favors with the screen. Childress dishes to Exum. Misses the 3. The Bulls leading by 15. Here's Shorty. Embiid sets the pick for Butler. Passes it to Short. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Shot clock at 6. From deep three-point range. Rebounded by Exum. Jazz trail by 15.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Chicago.
But they simply ran him off the court.
It was all about the transition game. Fast break points, the difference.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And that next meeting, Greg, will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in the 2-game season series. So I think the next game will be hotly contested.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for Shorty. You can do a lot to change a game other than scoring, and it was his quick hands on the defensive end that put them in the driver's seat. And really, if this had come just a little earlier, they may have been able to get back into the game.
Yeah, I agree with you. They needed this a lot sooner than they got it.
Three-pointer. That drops. And the Bulls lead by 15.
And they're not finished just yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
Yeah, not taking any chances, Greg. This is how you close a game out. Textbook.
Childress gets the bucket.
Very high-quality shot. Can't get enough of those.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Shorty. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
Shorty.
They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
Excellent display of team play.
And guys, Sade comes to mind for me because right now that offense, it's a smooth operator.
Sade, I like that, Greg.
From deep. Off target with that shot. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and Clark the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
Well, I think these fans, too, Kevin, gave their team a tremendous lift. I mean, they never gave up on them.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. An absolutely astounding and historic night for him here in this game. He was simply unstoppable in what can only be described as a masterful performance.
Just a sensational performance on a lot of levels, Ernie. Too many levels to talk about. Man, in some game, he's in the background. He doesn't get the chance to be the star of the show, but not tonight. He's the star tonight. Put him on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
In terms of three-point shooting, this could be framed as a historic performance. Hitting that many three-point shots in a single game is borderline impossible. The pressure was off the rest of the guys offensively. They just had to worry about getting him the ball and setting screens. Then it was bombs away.
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game. For Shaquille.
I don't think you want to get rich.
All right, let's get to a hoop. We got to be better at knocking down open shots. Okay, we're going to get up and down now. I need you all to compete at a high level. Coaches.
D up! D up! Strong foul. Match up! Match up! Match up! Match up! Here we go! Get it going! Back. Let's go screen! Got you! Flash bro! I got you, screen! No shot!
Okay, we're good on the drills for now. Let's make sure we're getting better every day.
Looking for you with Haitians. I stay from good Jamaican. From different races.
All right, fellas, competition time. Beat the pro. Let's go. All right, guys, come on. Get to a basket. Let's shoot some free throws. Okay, that's it for now. Make sure we're iced up and ready. Go ahead, keep shooting if you want.
I got next. Hey, yo, let me get next.
What you represent when we come to your dances. Getting with the business when I come from Kansas City, here Manila till it's Christmas out to India. Visit Puerto Rico, is this wizard, bring my people back to Venice. LA got the people saying, Moscow saying, España, Kingston saying, San Diego saying, Shutdown saying, Germany saying, La Puente saying, Ibiza. Every city, every state, every country you know, all around the globe. Every city, every state, every country you know, this is how it goes. Every city, every state, every country you know, all around the globe. Every city, every state, every country you know, this is how it goes. Got the people saying, Amsterdam saying, Frisco saying, Switzerland saying, Sao Paulo saying, Joburg saying, Mexico saying, Stockholm saying, Jamaica. You like to like it? Yes, you can join us. We like to love it. We like to love it. We like to love it.
Being on some chips, we go 0 to 100 real quick. They be on that rap to pay the bills, and I don't feel it, not even a little bit. Oh Lord, know yourself, know your worth. My actions being louder than my words. How you sold, but still sold down to earth. Wanna do it, we can do it on the turf. Oh Lord, I'm the rookie and the vet. Shout out to the I holding down the set. All up in my phone looking at pictures from the other night. She gon' be upset if she keep scrolling to the left, dog. She gon' see some that she don't wanna see. She ain't ready for it. If I ain't the greatest, then I'm headed for it. Yeah, that mean I'm way up. Yeah, the 6 ain't friendly, but that's where I lay up. Lay up. I been Steph Curry with the shot, big with the sauce. Chef Curry with the pot, boy. 360 with the wrist, boy. Hey, boy. OVO, man, we really with boy. Yeah, really with the. I should probably sign a hit, boy, cause I got all the hits, boy. All that Drake, you gotta chill. I be on my little mouse drip. All that rap to pay your bills. Yeah, I'm on some rappers pay my bills. All up on TV, I thought it made me richer. Wasn't paying me enough, I needed something quicker. So now I'm all in Nico basement, working on the phones. Either that or drive the money mark to make the pickups. Man, it's 2008, I'm trying to paint the picture. Comeback season in the works and now I'm thinking bigger. I got 40 in the studio, every night, late night. Gotta watch it, don't wanna make them sicker. That's my oh Lord, got a whole lot to show for it. I mean, we could really get it, we could go for it. I'm just here for the Bucks and the Billies. Don't make me one of the ghosts for it. I run it, they like go for us, run for us, run for us, go for us. Yeah, I mean you already wrote for us. What's one more quote for us? Oh Lord, who else sounded like this? They ain't made me what I am, they just found me like this. I was ready, I've been ready since my dad used to tell me he would come into the house to get me. He ain't show. Valuable lesson, man, I had to grow up. That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you, then do it for myself. I go 0 to 100 real, 0 to 100 real quick, real quick, real quick, 0 to 100 real quick, real quick. Whole squad on the real, 0 to 100 real quick, real quick, real quick. Whole squad on the real. Whole squad on that real. Yeah. The other night, lavishly told me that I'm all these people listen to. She said they love me unconditional. Imagine how I feel to watch another at the top. You know that if you wasn't you, you would be dissing you, dog. Okay, from that perspective, I see what you talking about. No way to soften that. Cause me, I was trying to find out where I lost them at, but maybe I ain't lose them at all. Maybe I keep moving forward and they're just stagnant, they ain't moving at all. But when they need their favor, too focused on people's feedback and proving them wrong. They say the shoe can always fit no matter who for this song. These days feel like I'm squeezing in them. Whoever won before just wasn't thinking big enough, I'm about to leave them with them. Cause if I run the game in these, man, the seams are splitting. No pun intended, but they smelling defeat in the air. Headed where nobody took it, who meeted me there? They tell him that he talking crazy, but he doesn't care. Being humble don't work as well as being aware. Listen up, boy, you better off eavesdropping. We already got spring 2015 popping. P&D dropping, reps up P dropping, Magic Jordan dropping, Obi dropping, not to mention me dropping. Feel like we paid the refs off, man, we fixed the game. Me and Noel been at it before Twitter names. Yeah, been on the move like the lease is up. And I can't even name one person that's keeping up. How it was in the past tense. Ask yourself, how do we match up now? Cause I'm only 27 and I'm only getting better. If I haven't passed you yet, watch me catch up now, for real.
Siamo fragili, se tutti ci toccano, siamo fatti di sogni che non ci fanno dormire.
Io non dormo quando ti penso, io non dormo e basta e compenso. Io lo so che siamo uniti, se a capirsi basta il silenzio. Senza te sarai nel vuoto, mentre insieme siamo immortali. Baby, accelero la moto, chiudi gli occhi e spegni i fanali. Vedi, noi siamo la luce insieme, il male che produce il bene. La notte abbassa lo sguardo, che guardarci non gli conviene. Siamo il bianco e siamo il nero, siamo Dio che appare davvero. Siamo piccoli e perfetti, come il mondo visto dal cielo.
Siamo fragili, se tutti ci toccano, siamo fatti di sogni che non
Cammino sulle mine, per te passo questo confine, portando nel bagagliaio cose che non ti posso dire. La mia vita è un film come al cine, io te poli opposti al caline. Solo tu mi rilassi alla fine, solo tu mi rilasci endorfine. Non mi fido delle altre bambine, siamo unici, tigri albine. Sotto il sole di mezzanotte, io ti scriverò le mie rime. E la nostra vita è musica, quindi rappo sopra il tuo battito. E quanta gente ci giudica, nessuno coglie quest'attimo. Sognavo che ero innocente, ma poi mi sono svegliato e tu non c'eri per niente e restavo il tipo sbagliato.
Siamo fragili, se tutti ci toccano, siamo fatti di sogni che non ci fanno dormire, cose che non si possono dire, insieme siamo l'inizio e la fine.
Ci cerchiamo come animali, a piedi nudi come i gitani, contro il mondo con le mani, come se non ci fosse un domani. Ora siamo pronti a tutto, a cose che non possiamo dire, a sogni che non fanno dormire. Noi siamo l'inizio e la fine. Non devo guardare il cielo per capire da dove piove, se mi cerchi sono già altrove, indirizzo nuvola 9. Io che ti ho coperta d'oro nei nostri giorni preziosi, ed ora piango sangue e gli dei sono tutti invidiosi.
Siamo fragili,